Today, another PDR using hot glue tabs to fix a big dent. This dent has deep stretched metal. Stay tuned and see all the steps. Hello YouTube, I'm Clark Ken, the man of steel. First, let's start by tracking the dent, assessing the damage. The dent is 19 inches in height. The width of the dent is 18 plus inches. The depth of the dent is 1.5 inches. Let's pivot to my 1966 Chevy truck front end tool desk. Tools for this tutorial. This paintless dent removal tool is number T76. Next PDR tool you have seen in my previous videos, it's a 24-inch double bend. Both of these tools are from Ultra. The company link for these dent tools will be down in the description. Next, hot glue gun, auto body slide hammer, a mini screwdriver, a double plastic tip hammer, alcohol spray and towel, PDR glue tabs, PDR Knock Down, a wood plank, a dent puller, a torch, an impact drill, a paintless dent repair light, finally, cutting compound for the polisher. Okay, we have seen the dent. It's time to begin removing the damage with the PDR process, better known as paintless dent removal. First step, I'm starting to repair. I'm wiping down the damage with alcohol. Now I'm using a torch to quickly warm up the panel and the glue tabs. Step number 2, choosing your glue tabs. There are different types and shapes of glue tabs. What I recommend is going with what you feel comfortable with at that time. You can always adjust from there. I'm placing the PDR glue tabs across the body line. I'm going to wait a couple minutes and let the glue set up. After squeezing 450-degree hot glue on the large crease tabs, placing the tab directly over the main impact point. Here is a thought worth mentioning. When working with larger glue tabs, it's best to use leather gloves so you don't get burned from the glue. Repeating this step once again with the second glue tab, placing the second tab right next to the first tab. I'm going to wait a couple minutes to allow the glue to set up and dry. Here is tip number 1. It's best to stabilize the fender. I have used poles in the past. However, today I wanted to share different content with you. So therefore, I'm going to use this wood plank to place across the edge to stabilize the kink in the fender. You can use a pole in conjunction with the plank. It will help you cover more real estate on the edge of the panel. Next, I'm going to glue the wood plank to the fender. I'm running low on the glue. I will need to run another stick. Placing a 2x4 section of glue over one end of the plank. Next, lining up the plank over the kinks in the fender. Holding the plank in place so the glue can set up. Running a pin through the eye bolts of the glue tab. I'm going to have my helper assist me in pulling the edge. Okay, put your hand right there. There you go. I'm going to be hooking this auto body slide hammer through the pin. As you're pulling, you will need to adjust to the metal movement. I'm going to start by pulling only, then I will use the slide if needed. You can see the largest section of the dent is released. You can see those glue tabs work perfectly on the edge. Take a look how straight that panel is after the first pull. Are you learning a lot from this paintless dent removal training? Hit the like and the subscription button for more videos. Moving forward, panning the panel, you can see the remaining damage on the fender. Here is another view of the fender. Next, I'm removing the glue tabs and the wood plank. I grab my 99% alcohol, squeezing the trigger of the alcohol spray bottle, pulling the pin, secondly, pulling the plank. The plank released nicely. Next, pulling the tabs off. Now I'm moving to section number 2. Once again, I'm wiping the fender down with alcohol. Next, I'm warming up the panel and the PDR tabs. Squeezing glue to the PDR tabs. Time to let the glue set up and cool down. Now I'm reaching for the dent puller and placing it across the damage. I am pulling, leaving the puller in place, leaving tension on the tab so I can begin the PDR knockdown process. By leaving tension on the dent puller, it exposes more of the crown and the high points. That's why I prefer pulling the dent and doing the crown work secondly. I'm going to use this leather tip knockdown to sculpt the metal back into place. Here is tip number 2. This step will require some patience and time. You do not want to rush this step or you will create more damage. I'm going to start at one end of the crown and work my way to the other end. And I will continue to do the knockdown work until the metal begins to lay down flat. The glue tab pin is in the way, so I will need to shift it over with my hammer. I need to create more space on the fender so I can do my knockdown work. I'm going to use this plastic rubber tip hammer to blend down the high crown. Here is tip number 3. If you are new to blending, I recommend choking up on the handle of the hammer so you can get a more accurate strike on your crown work. As you become more comfortable and more accurate, you can move your hands further down the handle. Moving on to the 3rd step, I need to work from the back side of the panel. I'm removing a few parts and pushing back the fender liner so I can gain access for my PDR tools. I'm going to do a quick pass with my knockdowns to take some of the pressure from the dented area. My 4th step, I'm going to begin using the paintless dent repair rods. I will be removing the majority of this dent with this tool, and you can see the company name and the tool number, T7600. The link will be down below in the description in this video. This tool tip is bent over 90 degrees. It will give you a great push angle off the tires so you can reach into the corner edge of the fender. I will push, drag, and tap the back side to get the shallow tight areas up. I will bring up the bulk of the body line damage with this soft tip, then fine tune it with a Delrin tip. Next, using a leather tip knockdown, starting at one end of the crown and moving the knockdown toward the other end. I switch sides. I move the PDR light to the other side so I can get a different read on the panel. Now I'm using a blunt Delrin tip knockdown over the high areas. I will continue fine-tuning the body panel, working both sides with the PDR bars until the dents are completely gone and the panel is completely level and flat. Next, I will push back the fender liner and put back the parts. My fifth and final step, I'm going to clean up the clear coat with some cutting compound, removing all the knockdown residue marks and restoring the shine on the fender. Now it's time to see the final results. I really appreciate you watching my video. Would you like to see more content on fixing big dents? Like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, hit that notification button. And I will see you when I release my new video. You guys continue forging your future. I'm signing off.